Well, alright there guys, and welcome back to another video. Now, for the first time in over a year and a half, I'm finally bringing back manga videos to the channel. But it is not volume 3 of One Piece, as I don't actually own it yet still. Instead, welcome to the Spy Family manga review. That's right, it's volume 1, written by Tatsuya Endo. So if you guys didn't know, which you probably did by now, my favourite anime that's released this decade is this one, Spy Family. I absolutely love this series, it's so good. And season 3 is not that far away from airing. About 1 month from now. That's all we have to wait for season 3 of this incredible series. So I have the first 7 volumes of the manga at the time of recording. So hopefully there'll be at least 7 of these videos over the next months. And I have seen volumes 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 and 13 together, but I can't afford them right now, so can't go any further than volume 7 at the minute. And I know I've said before that I don't particularly want to buy manga for a series that I've already watched some of the anime of, but this series is way too good to turn down, so I decided to pick up the first 7 volumes of the manga across 2 different weeks, and I've just finished reading the first one. So obviously I know what happens already because I watched the anime multiple times, the first 2 seasons. Of course, the very first page of the manga just introduces us to Lloyd, Anya, and Yor. It gives us all the good stuff, you know. Lloyd pretending to be a guy called Robert and dumping that woman at a restaurant. Then on the train, realising he's got to get married and have a child in the span of a week, because that's very physically possible. Of course, it even tells you, you know, all the different chapters. The first volume of the manga goes a fair couple of episodes through the anime, which I guess that's like probably one of the like upsides to manga compared to anime. Like, to get to the end of volume 1 of the manga, it took 5 weeks of the anime to get to the same point. Whereas you could get to the end of volume 1 in essentially 1 sitting. So you could read five anime episodes worth of content across 1 volume, which is probably one of the big upsides. And I would like to show a couple of my favourite panels of the manga. The first one being this one. Right here. I mean, look at it. Even though all Yor is doing is pouring coffee, she looks so damn beautiful doing it. I mean, yeah, we all love Yor Forger here. This channel is very much a Yor Forger lover. And funnily enough, this is also the very first panel in the whole manga that Yor is in. This is her first panel, and look at it. What a first panel to introduce the third main character of the series. Another one. We've got Yor in the first time we see Yor in her Thorn Princess dress. Weirdly, we didn't actually see her in season 1 of the show actually wear this thing that much. She wore it a lot more in season 2, which we will be covering based on flipping through other later manga volumes. We are going to get to things that were adapted from into season 2 of the show in this series through the volumes I already own. Oh yes, this one right here, when Yor is about to leave and then Lloyd bursts through the door. In the anime, this scene was absolutely hilarious. How she's about to leave and then Lloyd just bursts through the door. And then, I mean, he's looking like, look at him. Looking like that because, of course, him and Frankie just went on a quick heist. Oh, look at this one. How can you not absolutely love this? Oh yes, this moment was also hilarious, where Lloyd and Yor are running away from some of the guys that Lloyd and Frankie escaped from earlier. As Yor just says, hey Lloyd, why don't we actually get married? And then, of course, that proceeds to make Lloyd fall straight on his face. Then while they start essentially doing the marriage vows, despite the fact they've only just decided the idea, Lloyd pulls the pin off a grenade, throws it, uses the pin of the grenade to put round Yor's finger. And this one might just be my absolute favourite panel for volume 1. As Lloyd cups his hands around Yor's and the grenade that he just threw goes bang. That's probably my absolute favourite panel in volume 1 of the manga. Because even in the anime, this moment was so cool. If we go a little bit further on, when we get to the entrance exam, well, the interviews, even just getting to Eden Academy, we have one of my other absolute favourite characters in the show, and probably one of the more underrated ones. This guy, Mr. Henry Henderson. If you've forgotten who he is, he's the guy that goes elegant every time he's on screen. He's that guy. It's funny because in Dr. Stone right now, Dr. Zeno, the main villain of the series, he says the word elegance a lot as well. So every time he says it, it reminds me of this guy. Oh, and the final panel in the manga that I absolutely love is this one. The one where Yor pretty just straight up knocks out a cow using its pressure points on, putting her fingers on each of its pressure points and knocks it out, and then she's like, I learned that in yoga. What? Killing an animal, almost killing an animal. Sure you did, Chief. What did I just say about him? Arrogance. What did I just say? Look at him. In terms of people actually at Eden Academy, out of the teachers, he's by far the best and the funniest. Oh yeah, you've got this utter twat, Mr. Swan, who starts making up random stupid questions. Like, who does Anya prefer, her previous mother or your? Despite she doesn't actually have a previous mother, so she can't. So your is by default the answer. Of course, Lloyd is about to punch Mr. Swan in the face, but he punches the desk instead, saying that there was a mosquito on it, which there actually was, but that's not what he was originally going to do. He was going to punch Mr. Swan right in the face. Luckily, Mr. Henderson does it for him and punches Mr. Swan. I don't quite remember if Mr. Swan gets fired for what he did. I mean, it doesn't say if he does or not here. And the first volume of the manga ends with Anya getting into Eden Academy. Well, actually, it's just before they get the phone call telling them if they've been accepted or not. That's where the very first volume of the manga ends. So overall, I mean, it's a very strong first volume of the manga. And I don't know about you, but if you've ever read a manga after you've watched the anime of the show, when you're reading it, depending on which character's speaking, do you imagine their voice in your head when said character is talking? When each character is talking. I do that a lot. I imagine yours voice when she's talking, Anya's when she's talking, and Lloyd when he's talking. And I guess I will leave you with a little bit of the old trivia. So the mangaka, Tatsuya Endo, he did not intend for Spy Family to be as big as what it has become. He doesn't actually even like the series that much, and he's the one who freaking made it. He didn't intend for he only wrote Spy Family because he was just getting back into writing manga after taking a break from it. And so this is what he decided to come to write when he came back to writing manga. And it ended up being by far the most popular thing he's ever written. Even to this day, he's not a big fan of the series, despite he's the one that writes it. But yeah, that is the opening volume of Spy Family. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Are you happy to see manga content finally return to this channel after nearly a year and a half? Obviously, the next manga video I make will be of Volume 2 of Spy Family, but I of course need to read it before I can cover it here on the channel. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you have, please be sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and until we meet again, see you in the next one.